The Pixel has returned. What's up, people? Pixel 101 is back again with some Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, and 3 theories. Alright, so just in case you missed it, but I'm really surprised if you missed it, because if you missed it, you pretty much missed all the hype. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is out, and I've been playing the hell out of it. And I found some things that you guys may be interested in. Like that puppet screenshot that I found. As you can see, it's actually the puppet walking through, but yeah. And also if you could click that balloon boy, it'll take you to a minigame, like that one there, which is called Stage 01, which is at Fredbear's Family Diner, which had the original Springtrap before it was what it is now, and Golden Freddy itself. There's one of the free rare boot screens when you boost up the game. Anyway, enough of those photos, let's get on to some theories. Alright, so I'm scanning the Reddit, and all I'm finding is fake. Yeah. Fake everything. Fake teasers. Pretty much fake everything. I'm still scanning through, see if I can find any theories. But there is one that I found. If you get the good ending, it could hint at the fact that there won't be another Five Nights at Freddy's, because even though Springtrap survived the fire, because if you brighten up the Night 6 ending newspaper clipping, you see Springtrap behind the toy Freddy little bobblehead doll, so maybe he survived the fire, or he caused the fire. And also the reason why it looks so creepy inside Springtrap in those photos is because if you hang on a minute. Not everyone's beaten Five Nights at Freddy's 3 yet, so I'm just gonna chuck up a spoiler alert quickly. Just saying that if you want spoilers, well, if you don't want spoilers, let me rephrase that. If you don't want spoilers for, well, pretty much the ending to the Five Nights at Freddy's story, you better leave this video right now, because it's going to spoil everything. Alright, so night 5, you're done with it, 6 AM, hooray! Boom! Another minigame, but you're not playing the animatronics. Oh, no. You're playing as the soul of the dead kid. Yes, my friends, the dead kid from Give Cake to the Children has returned, along with 5 other characters. So that means there were 6 kids murdered in total, which means that we have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and the puppet, who we actually see there coincidentally, all sorted out when it comes to possession. But they're haunting Purple Guy, and Purple Guy has no other choice but to go into Springtrap. But the spring lock that that the old cassette phone guy mentions, the spring lock broke. And well, he got trapped and he bled out. And you can kind of see what remains of Purple Guy in that picture right there, and also that picture. And they have the robotic eye lenses on there to make it look a bit more authentic. And also, credit to Torko's Games right here. He made this theory. Maybe, because the attraction is supposed to be as authentic as possible, maybe they would have hired one of the old security guards. Our best bet at this point would be Mike Schmidt himself, because it's only 30 years later after Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which was placed in 1992 if our minimum wage checks are correct. So we got $120.50 if you beat 96. You got fired on 97. But if Mike saw this monstrosity, this Fazbear's Fort Horror attraction, and be like, no, you gotta stop this right now. Someone is gonna come back, and somebody's gonna get killed. So this would also explain why the night guard doesn't get a paycheck, because he volunteered to be part of the attraction. You see what I'm getting at here? Mike Schmidt's been rehired, and he didn't get a paycheck because of the fact that he volunteered, and he didn't actually see an advertisement, in the newspaper, as we saw in before we even got into night 1. And also, I'd like to talk about Bonnie, because Bonnie doesn't have a Phantom version in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 as of yet, because there are still Phantom animatronics that weren't mentioned on the extras, like Phantom Mangle, which we found a few days after Early Access came out. Credit to, I don't know who found it. Dorco found it a few days after. I think it was either Dinky Dana, the live streamer, or Philly Funtime found him first. I'm not sure on that. If you can correct me in the comments, I would thank you so much. Anyway, but Phantom Mangle, because it doesn't have a jump scare, he isn't mentioned in the extras. So that leaves the opportunity for more Phantom animatronics to appear in the game, like toy animatronics. We've only seen Mangle out of them at the moment. I thought Mangle would have been able to stay, well, you know, preserved after all these years, because we thought it was a sewage back when the vents were done. Well, the vent teaser was out. So I was thinking, who else could fit through vents? Mangle. He didn't have his gigantic face on, because his face was in the box. So, it will just be his endoskeleton walking about. Kind of like how the puppet's walking about right there. And then again, there is Golden Freddy and Springtrap / Golden Bonnie themselves in Fredbear's Family Dino entertaining children. Anyway, that's enough of all that. Let's get on to the big part. Who caused the fire? This is a very important question that needs to be answered. Dorcos Games thinks it's, well, the Night Guard. If you're Mike Schmidt, he would burn down the place without questioning it. He'll be like, nope. I saw children get killed here. I saw animatronics moving about 30 years ago. This place is going down in flames. That's basically what he would be saying. So it could have been the Night Guard that burned down the place. But why would you see the burnt up phantoms before the place got burned down? Eh? You see what I'm getting at here, folks? How could you see phantom animatronics that looked all burnt before Fazbear Fright, the horror attraction, burned down? It doesn't compute. Anyways, so I've got a bit of a theory. The place has already burned down. Now, I'm maybe going all game theory here, saying that Five Nights at Freddy's was all a dream, yada yada yada. So, I'm not going to do a game theory. I'm going to try and think of my own theory, which I'm eventually going to do a video on. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm doing theory videos on your theories in the comments, people. So if you got any dying theories that needs to be asked, leave them in the comments, and I'll probably do a video on them if they're really, really good. Anyways, aside from that, I think we pretty much... Oh, wait. No, we haven't covered everything yet, folks, because there's still hallucinations that we need to discover, and also ones that we've already found. Alright, I can't pronounce his YouTube, but it's like Springtrap. Yeah, it's kind of like Springtrap with no eyes. Yeah. I think it's named Dwayne Ash or something like that. I don't know, just look up Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Early Access Part 1 and you'll probably find his video. He found Paper Bonnie. Yes, the paper plate Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And on Reddit, someone found the cupcake. He doesn't do much, he just sits down on the table like the ordinary cupcake from the previous 2 games. Nah, but when the trailer came out, we were like, where's the cupcake? Scott, where is the cupcake? And he wasn't there, so we're all screaming our heads off saying, where's the cupcake? Where is the cupcake? And we found it as a hallucination. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, aside from my really bad sound effects that I've made very poorly, no offense to myself, let's get on to some more theories. So you can kind of glitch the mini games, so you can like go out the map, and you can see things that kind of allude to different plot lines that we haven't solved yet. Like, if you go into BB's air venture, you can jump off. Well, not necessarily off. You can jump out of the minigame boundaries and into a little place where it looks to be a tree and multiple balloon boys. 3 balloon boys that look to be crying. I don't know what this signifies. I think this means that there was multiple balloon boys. Spare balloon boys that were never used. And like Phone Guy said, well, old cassette tape Phone Guy, there was always a back room in each establishment where the animatronics were not programmed to go, which also would have made it easier for the purple guy to kill the children in there, because A, there was no camera, or the camera was deactivated, and B, the animatronics don't go in there. At first, I thought, oh, the kitchen is the perfect place to kill him. But no, because the animatronics go in there, and Phone Guy said they're not programmed to go into that place, i.e. the place where the kids were murdered. So that kind of shoots down that theory. So, the back room is also never seen in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, or 3. So that's probably where Purple Guy killed the kids. And I also want to address the minigames. The minigames, they're really complicated. They're like the only way to get the good ending, because you need to go in one minigame, grab a cake from a kid, go to another game, go another minigame, grab another cake, another minigame, grab a cake, then do another one, go to stage 01, as without Shadow Bonnie, without you playing the Shadow Bonnie and you playing Golden Freddy, you gotta get to the other cake and bring it back to Mangle so Mangle can give it to Balloon Boy. Then Balloon Boy collects it, then Chica finds a cake. Then he goes to actually, I don't know if this is the order. Alright, let me start off. So we have Mangle. Mangle's Mangle's quest. You get a cake. Actually, okay, I'm getting really confused on how to get the good ending here. But I do want to mention something about the good and bad endings. Bad ending, there's another head. Good ending, there isn't. So maybe that means that Golden Freddy was officially dismantled in the good ending. But also, the lights are in the animatronics in the bad ending, but they're not in the good ending. The bad ending is when when the souls of the dead children are still possessing the animatronics, including Golden Freddy. But in the good ending, the lights are off, which symbolises the fact that the spirits have finally moved on because their murderer has been killed. And I think that's pretty much everything. I'll probably post some gameplay as soon as I figure out where to get Five Nights at Freddy's 3 into windowed mode. And before you start spamming Alt-Delete in the comments, I can already see you doing that. And if you are, here's a slow clap for you. Alright, that's enough. Alt-Enter does not work on my Five Nights at Freddy's 3 version. It just doesn't work. So, if you have any ideas of how to get it out of full screen and into windowed mode, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'll probably get some gameplay up pretty soon and probably some theories. I'll see you guys in a bit then.